There are a lot of women out there who unfortunately are not able to have autonomy over their own body, meaning that they don't have control of their own body, especially when it comes to sex and things of that nature. There's women out there who are involved in, being ladies of the night, um, ladies who are involved in abusive relationships that they can't walk away from. There are women who are being trafficked, women who are being tortured, and as a result of that, um, they don't have autonomy over their own bodies. They don't have the right of refusal. And unfortunately, what tends to happen when women don't have the right of refusal is things get introduced to them that they have no control over. One of those things is pregnancy. Hi, my name is Dr. Natalie Jones. I'm a licensed therapist. One of the things that I've dealt with and worked with women with over the years is lack of bodily autonomy. Some cases are a lot more severe than others. But there's women out there. Women out there who's terminated their pregnancy. They may have had double-digit terminations in pregnancy. Not just pregnancy either, but they've also been introduced to a number of STIs that they didn't have control over. Maybe they've been told about it after the fact, and maybe had some pills or something thrown at them. Take this, you'll need that. And then there's women out there who also have STIs and things like that from those situations that unfortunately they'll never be able to get rid of. But one of the things that we don't get a chance to really talk about as much, and people we don't necessarily think about when we talk about termination of pregnancy are women who can't say no, women who can't say, who don't have the ability to say, can you put a condom on? I don't want so and so to come in my room tonight. I don't want that. Or you have to choose between, eating a meal. Maybe you may have to choose between another type of addiction and whether or not someone wants to have sex with you in a way that you don't agree with. Uh, so just know and believe, we live in a very privileged society. It's not lost on me because I have people who watch me from other countries and things like that, and sometimes write to me from around the world. I get letters from Poland, Africa, Kenya, all kinds of places, and I think that's awesome. But you have to remember that in the United States, as much as people complain about things, and I'm not gonna say that we don't have our own issues. There are women, even within our culture, even within the U.S., who cannot say no, and whose bodies are being tortured. Women who are being bred, that kind of stuff. It's a very real thing, and it can take a toll on you spiritually. It can take a toll on you emotionally, all that kind of stuff. Because there's a lot of women who go through this who may have been religious or spiritual at one point, and had thought they had developed a relationship with God, and each time they have to go through a situation of medical termination, or just go and get a termination. They feel like they may lose an aspect of themselves, not to mention the effect that it might have on your body, not to mention the effect it might have on you emotionally. I'm not a medical doctor. I don't, count myself to be, but I do believe that the uterus, the female anatomy, is very powerful. And uterus, ovaries, fallopian tubes, all of that are very powerful. I believe it's envied and coveted by many, but I also believe that when it's injured, it can take a toll on our psyche. And part of the work that I've done with women is schema therapy around that. And I won't go too much into depth here, but just it could be a lot to recover from that. And I just kind of wanted to hop on and speak on that. Thanks so much.